Okay, so here's the tutorial on the oxygen tank. This is the portable unit. It's probably about 18 inches tall, and I figure it'll fit under the seat of her walker. So here's the headset or the nose piece, and then that, unzip expose the tank here. I'm not very good at making videos, so you'll have to bear with me. The regulator, that's the part, the green thing on the top here with the little gauge is the regulator. And this is the nose piece. Which it pops onto this little nozzle. That just slides on. And you just have to make sure it's on snug. It's pretty tight. It's harder to get off than to put on. Pop that on. Then there's a little flip valve on the top here. That is how you turn the gas on. So right tight, left loose. So counterclockwise, quarter turn, and you can see that the gauge is up to 200. So that's how you know it's open. Then there's a little, this is the volume on the side here, so you just turn that to the number that's required, which at night would be, or at rest is 1, and then 2 during the day, or if she's mobile, which this would be most of the time if you're going to be using this unit. It's because she's moving somewhere. So so you just need to set that at 2, and you can't hear the air at all. So then she would use it. She puts it on her nose and takes it, comes back, and then to turn it off, you just turn it clockwise or to the right. So that's off, and you leave this open, and you'll see that the gauge is dropping, and you have to let it drop all the way down, and then turn this back to 0, and then it's off. And now it's a dual thing, so now it won't leak. If you leave it set at 2 and leave it open to 200, you run the risk of it leaking and the tank going empty, so then you don't have any oxygen when you need it. The part that's going to be tricky is not so much turning this. You can feel the clicks easy enough to get from 1 to 2 in half-liter increments. You can see that it says 0.5 there, 1, 1.5, 2, and so on. Is when the tank is empty, is replacing this valve. Is because then this is the clamp that tightens it on to the head of the tank, and then there's 2 little pins which I'll have to show you after it's pulled off. You have to back this off enough that it clears these pins. See those 2 little pins on the bottom? Those have to line up with those 2 little holes on the side, and that's what's going to be tough for Mom to see, to replace this. So this would probably have to be done by somebody else. So when you put this back on, you have to line up. It's going to be kind of hard to see here. You got to line up those 2 pins in the 2 holes, and then tighten this, and this will line up in a little indentation on the other side. It's kind of hard to see, but and then you just, of course, tighten it. And when you open it up, if it's not seated properly, you'll hear it hissing. So then again, shut it off to the right, let it drain. You let it drain by leaving this open. it's done, shut that off. Make sure that's tight. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So that's the portable unit that she'll put in the cart. See ya.